I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Heather the Heat Hardy, 5'5" tall, with a reach of 64 inches. And she'll be facing a woman that needs no introduction, Katie Taylor. She's 5'5" tall with a reach of 66.1 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Here comes the pride of Brooklyn, New York. It's Heather Hardy. Fights, of course, out of Brooklyn, New York, USA. If you've seen this woman fight, you know her opponent is going to have hell to pay. Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the WBO featherweight champion of the world, introducing Heather the Heat Hardy. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now, from Bray, Ireland, here is a 2-division undisputed champion of the world, introducing simply the best, Katie Taylor.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many fights like this, and it's very eerie.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. She catches and counters. And that hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe this? The straight right just misses. Good counter shot by her. The fans have been waiting all day for this one, and they are highly hydrated. What an environment it's going to be tonight underneath the stars.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about the Heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There for one shot at a time, set her up.
Again, once you're back out there, get your boxing back on. As soon as you start doing your thing.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Good counter punching. Can't land that jab. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And now Hardy, oh, it may be the beginning of the end. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Bad round, doesn't matter.
Think about the defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
Pass, you're already on the level ground, just get ahead again. Okay, it's just focus.
There's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Nice counter. Do you believe what we're seeing? The straight right just misses. She wasn't ready for that counter. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just misses with that jab. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just missed with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Very up a little bit. She can't figure you out. Good work.
Better boxer. Just get back out there and focus. You're betting on this. So much more.
Here we go to the 4th round. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. Catch and shoot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That big hook doesn't land. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Good work. Don't forget that jab.
As soon as you start doing your thing, you're going to win.
There's the bell to start round 5. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. She got clipped by that counter. There's a counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Switching off, all right? I can see you switching off. Focus, center.
Right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start.
Far the better boxer. Just get back out there and focus. You're better.
Good work, man.
On to the 6th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A pound-for-pound queen, Katie Taylor, goes down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow-motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a shot.
feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy.
Whoa, Johnny. And that was a big shot, and Hardy is rocked. We almost saw a knockout. Hold it right there. Heather Hardy is now dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Insane action. Lucky that hook didn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
To make or break a fighter.
You set her up, you'll take her out. She's ready to go. She's
Okay, you're switching off now. I can see you switching off. Right, you've got this.
got to be smart, otherwise she'll see it and she'll wiggle her way out. Get in.
We've done so much better before. Just forget that round. That's in the past.
Round 7, here we go. Well, Johnny, she looks pretty good right now, but how do you think she's going to hold up after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice counter shot. Looking to land the hook. Do you believe this? Taylor is down. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Breathe.
She's ready to go. She's smashed. She's hurt. She's ready to
Doing your thing, you're going to win. Focus. You just need to recenter now.
Round 8, and we're off again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Incredible work rate. A perfect counter lands. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard, it's like granite. She thinks her chin is like granite. Some people's are like glass. So she needs to be careful because granite can turn to glass with just one more shot, one more. And then it's a mental thing more than anything else.
These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous? You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.